If you really are honest with yourself, ladies, and you look in the mirror and you really are being reasonable, you know we're better.
Écoutez, à midi.
Quelle heure est-il?
Il est midi.
C'est l'heure du déjeuner.
Ce qu'il y a à manger. Écoutez.
If you really are honest with yourself, ladies, and you look in the mirror and you really being reasonable, you know we're better. You can't be the queen yet, because you're the queen because I'm the king. Can't be a queen without a king. You know we're better. If you really are honest with yourself, ladies, and you look in the mirror and you really being reasonable, you know we're better.
Main camera, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Save James, Joby P. We missing Midwest Z tonight. He had some other shit he had to take care of, but we know he'll be back on the next show. We working overtime for y'all this week, y'all. We trying to give y'all 2 shows in 1 week, double feature. Ooh wee. Y'all ain't ready for number 2.
Like the good old days.
Y'all ain't ready for number 2. We getting that first one out the way. We giving y'all a power hour right now. Get that first one out the way. Weigh y'all ass out round 2. Yeah, y'all know the routine. Y'all know the routine. But yeah, anyway though, man, Save James, Joby P. Don't forget to follow us at Save James, King Jockey Joby. We haven't dropped our handles in years because, you know, shit is on the screen right now. So I don't think it's kind of, you know, is it necessary? I think it is, I guess, for those that may just be listening. Yeah, don't forget to follow us at Save James, at King Jockey Joby. You know, Wednesday's on the way. I'm pretty sure we're going to have a good lineup of some Rash God humor and everything. But, you know, we're not going to project into the future. Let's talk about today, man. Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to folks that's out there celebrating. Shout out to all my niggas that's trying to get it for the first time tonight. Trying to roll out the red carpet. I will open doors for her ass tonight, nigga.
Go ahead and go get that pre-owned coochie.
Yo, for real, man. Hey, man, get it. Hey, don't listen to him. Don't let him shame you for your goals for the evening, all right? Don't let this man shame you because we've had in-house for a while. We've been there, though, and we know what the struggle is. The struggle is real, but the chase is everything that it's cracked up to be. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I enjoyed the time that I spent out there on the prowl. I enjoyed it. It was unlike many.
Like my nigga Ace. I love the game.
Love the game.
Love the hustle.
Love the hustle. Are the people still going to cheer for me? You know what I'm saying?
Will the streets still love me?
What a time. And it was funny because I thought about that. I woke up, I forgot, I think it was yesterday, Sunday. And one of my men from Atlanta, my man from Harlem, we met up out in Atlanta at Clark. He had posted the Lil Jon video of I Don't Give a Fuck at the legendary 112. And I sat back and I said, I said, just watch this shit. Yo, that 4.5 minutes of my life walked me through my whole 8 years out there. Because that's what, that was a pure depiction of what a live Saturday or Friday night at 112 could be. You never know who's going to be in there.
Dapping up people.
Yo, fam, I mean, you had the Wild Out, Bankhead, and West End, East. I mean, you had Wild Outs in there. You had the Dope Boys in there. You had celebs in there. You had the Get Money Girls in there. You had the party goers just like me, just trying to get up my numbers. I mean, it was, you never know who I ran. Yo, son, I bumped into Kenny Smith on the dance floor. Fucking Prodigy and Havoc. Busta Rhymes and I chopped it up a couple times. I mean, you never, Luda always was in that shit. Like, you never know. Bumped into Short in there a couple times. You just never know who gonna pop up in 112 was just the legend of it. If you wasn't out there to experience it, you know, don't tell stories that you heard from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was an experience. You had to be there to experience it. And I just, my heart goes out to those who pride themselves on their adventurous nature and had a chance to fully experience the 112 experience. It was a thing of beauty. It was a thing of beauty. I'm pretty sure you had similar experiences out here in the DC area because I know, any big city USA, you can find similar situations. It's just all about the cast that's involved may be different. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. So it was for me, I guess what was that pinnacle as far as because I have two different sides of the coin. Yeah, I have the club going side of the coin and then the actual promotional side of the coin to where I got to see both sides
Yeah,
of the life. And the promoting side makes you not want to ever go back to a fucking club
yeah.
ever again
Okay.
because you learn the ropes, you learn the finesse, you learn like what shit really costs.
Right.
That's what really fucks with me more than anything. It's like, yo, so niggas is, and I wasn't mad because I ate off of these niggas that was spending $400, $500, $600 on tables.
For tables, yeah. That was the
Two
biggest
bottles.
nigga. That was the biggest hustle in the world. When I found out about that shit, I was like, what? Nigga, what? How much? Shit, nigga, we over here.
Niggas is mad. I'm like, look, I'm getting bottles that cost. Y'all, like, and anybody that promote that's listening, you ain't moving units until your promotional team or until the club owner says, you know what, you bring in so much money, you pay regular price. So if Hennessy was $50 outside, I paid $50 for Hennessy at the
Oh
club
my
while
God.
you niggas was paying $300 for
Yeah,
that bottle.
hand over fist. You should have probably said, hey, as you're drinking this, make sure you adjust your helmet, because I'm going to be banging you over the top of your shit for the next 3 hours tonight, nigga. Give me all that 300. Make sure that shit is strapped in good, because I'm going here with it. Definitely.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so that was great times, man. And I can imagine what the scene was out there in LA over the weekend. I mean, speaking of that shit, your super gremlin done got clit-apped and then went to the spot later on that next day. Like, son, he's a different breed, yo. He a different breed. He really just don't give a shit, yo. Like,
Wow.
apparently he with the shits. You know what I'm saying? For whatever it take, whatever reason, it don't matter who it is or what it is.
If it's
Hey.
gonna pop off.
Yeah, hey, if it's going to pop, nigga, I'm gonna be in the middle of it. Might as well be me. It's like, I'm like,
Yeah.
and then Ice-T put out that warning to niggas, let niggas know, like, hey, don't let these movies get you fucked up out here, nigga. Like,
Y'all niggas is food.
yeah, easy.
Y'all on the menu.
Easy. This is like when when the whales come in, when they know there's gonna be a certain brooding of fish at a certain part of the sea. That's when they show up. Like, oh, this is I wait all year for this, nigga. Like, I wait all year.
But it was we're gonna discuss the spectacle of the Super Bowl. The game itself, the side stories, the fallout, I'm pretty sure we're gonna, Mobash, we're gonna tap into all of that.
Absolutely.
And just what's next? Because I mean, this is officially. I mean, I know there's basketball fans. I'm a casual basketball fan.
This is the lull. This is the lull right here.
This is the suck.
This is the
part of
lull right.
year.
This is the lull. It
From
begins.
now until August.
So it begins. The countdown is already on. And I want to talk to you also because another one of my dudes, I think you remember we had him on the show back on our Blog Talk days. My homie from Atlanta, he actually from Queens, but he got the laundromat out there.
Facts.
He had posted something yesterday, actually, during Super Bowl Sunday, and like really questioning niggas' integrity of like, how can y'all still support this brand and everything like that. And I want to kind of talk about that just a little bit because I don't want to let the show go too far because I got to talk about the halftime show because we still are fans. Regardless of how, the chips may have fell over the past, 100 years with it or whatever like that. It's kind of like, to me, it's kind of like, all right, this is expected. Do I agree with it? No. Is it fucked up? Yeah. But like I said before, we'll talk about it after the break, man. But I want to address that that thought process and that conversation as well. And also, I got clips of the halftime show that we're gonna play between our breaks. Hey, listen. If it doesn't happen, I got some backups. We're gonna go back to some shit, some regular hip hop shit that they're not checking for right away. But we should be good with the crowd noise in the background and the switching the songs. I'm hoping that it wouldn't, trigger the dogs and everything like that. But, if it does, this is what we got, baby. This is what we got. So I appreciate those, and appreciate those that are, checking us out, rocking with us, and tuning in to check out the playback. We appreciate all of that. Shout out to Norway. Norway's kicking ass in the Winter Olympics right now. I think they got the medal. They got the lead for the medals right now. So shout out to Norway. They supported us big time on our blog talk days, and we always want to holler at them. That was you good. All right, we're gonna go to break, and actually we're gonna go to this one joint, see if this new one gets through, and we'll be right back after this.
7 deep in Amsterdam, I gave that girl ego without her asking for it. Brand that bitch with 2 Italian logos, now she fashion forward. She say she wanna get high, but she can't find a bag she portion. This is why my past important, I know how to get that gas imported. My room ain't ready, so I bath in Florida. Peeked under the stalls, they all was empty, bent her by the toilets. Her friend got an app idea, bitch thinks she Jack Dorsey. Just gotta get the patent right, I tell her saying congrats for me. It ain't cool to be the one your homies gotta watch, but I've been operating there since all them bottles made it scare. Soda water, chase it down till all them rounds taste like air. You stack the glasses, I was off, it's about the size of baby chair. Guap protected with barbed wire like it's Holocaust skates in there. My baby prepared a juicy pink like when my tomahawk steak is rare. She not Islam, don't say them prayers, but it's always like it's Ramadan. The way she cares to fast to keep her body small and weight prepared. Sweat swinging off them bitches out the drop top. Slur swinging out the homies out the shot. Champagne to put a pussy on a wanted list. Pop, 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 pop. I don't invite my OG to the parties, I throw at the crib. I don't need the backlash, he's back. And when he asks about the night, I just recap it. Before publishing, hustling was still a me habit. All that cash under my mattress practically had my sheets bragging. Switch the narrative from a kid trying to get famous to a kid high with temptation with a disguise on his anguish. White skin turned red inside of his basement. Life is heating up, I got a big gripe if you in the way of it. Sweat swinging off them bitches out the drop top. Slur swinging out the homies after shot. Champagne to put a pussy on a wanted list. Pop, 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 pop,
You work
pop,
the
pop,
jewels, your
pop.
family handled. My sanity handled it all. I gambled and lost, dealing with hoes I don't care to involve. I'm on set in Alexander Decor. Inside a Benz AMG, Max land on the floor when the camera pans through the door. Life's a bitch and through these glasses I see a scandalous whore. In Venice meeting using tactics that's only standard for war. Could it be magic behind pianos? Hear Barry Manilow's voice. I got Tony Montana's force. That's on Tony Soprano's corpse. Don't trust chicks, stay heartless. Just give them dick and problems. You buy them gifts and chocolates and give them quick responses. Shit been rotten around here since Harriet was picking cotton. Soon as you get rich, the IRS come pick your pockets. In the trial, judge told him he don't deserve to be free. If he not already a killer, then he gon' certainly be up the road, not up for parole till 2033. Sharp as razor, watching reruns on the blurry TV.
Sweat swinging off them bitches out the drop top. Slur swinging out the homies after shot. Champagne to put a pussy on a wanted list. Pop, 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 pop.
Start shit. You wanna keep starting shit? So start it then. You ugly ass bitch.
All right. Shout out to you two for letting that one get through. All right, we gonna see. Hey, man. Hey, baby. Hey, we say we dribble and we shoot. That's all we could do on here, man. That's all we could do, and that's what we gonna do.
Shoot.
We're gonna shoot, man. Speaking of which, I got that saying from watching Fresh Prince, and I'm hearing a lot of good shit about this new Bel Air series or whatever like that. Like I wanna see for myself what it's hitting for before I can give any official commentary on it. But I'm hearing not mixed reviews, but I'm hearing enough good
Positive reviews.
How positive reviews?
Enough positive.
Yeah.
Enough positive reviews.
So I'm gonna check it out because I was kind of like about it from the beginning when I heard. I was like, you gotta leave certain shit alone. But
Especially because they went Riverdale with the shit. Like I don't know if you hit the Riverdale, but Riverdale is basically the Archie comics, and they on the CW. So when I heard that it was a drama, I'm like really, like this shit was funny. Like,
hey man, as long as Tyler Perry don't get his hands on it, I'm good. Yo, nigga,
what?
I swear to God, I think he just has a deal with BET that they say, nigga, whatever you put out, we'll show it. Because
Shit.
he think, I mean, like, and look, and again, no hate. Because when I finish my script, I'm hawking this nigga down somewhere in Atlanta and be like, yo, read this shit. If you like it, let's talk. I already have the poor man's copyright on this shit before I do it. So, listen, I'm telling you. But with the shit that he's putting out now, do you see this new shit he got called Bruh?
No.
Yo, I haven't watched it.
I stopped checking for Tyler in a minute.
But the thing is, I watch Martin, and they play Martin during the daytime. So while I'm doing my work from home, I got Martin on the background, and in between in the commercials, they pumping all. Tyler Perry is like 50 cents in stars.
Studios.
Tyler Perry is like that with BET, nigga. Like this nigga got a show running all year round. All year round.
Shit, the financial straits they in, they might be shooting all the shit from Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta.
I would not be surprised. Nigga got enough space. The nigga studio can host any setting you can fucking find. Any setting you want. He could host that shit there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I mean, he got the Rubik's Cube figured out, nigga. Like, you ain't got to go all the way to Hollywood no more. You go right here in your backyard, stay on the East Coast, and we can get
shit. Most of that shit say Georgia anyway nowadays. You look at the bottom of the shit, most of that shit say Georgia.
You got the Georgia stamp, exactly. Yeah, right. So, I mean, hey, listen, man. The dude is smart, yo. He figured out how to corner the market to his benefit. So, hats off to him. But, some of the shit he putting out is still kind of questionable in his content for me. But that's just me. Maybe I never watched the shit enough or watched it at all to have an actual opinion. But just off the commercials,
that shit mid.
It doesn't make me want to see more. You know what I mean? And not take nothing away from his genius or his craft. I watch a lot of Tyler Perry shit. You know what I'm saying? He makes pretty good movies or whatever. The ones that I enjoy. But anyway, so yeah, Super Bowl. To me, of course I'm gonna sound biased, but Chiefs Bills was still the best game of this playoffs.
Facts.
I
can't argue with that.
I'm not saying the game was underwhelming, but I think we saw so many fireworks before this game that we will want for this game that I don't think that was such a. It was such an exciting game. You know what I'm saying? Chiefs Bills was such an exciting game that I think that was the game of the playoffs this year. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always one game each playoffs that stood out amongst the rest. Like when y'all niggas went when y'all niggas played the Ravens last, how y'all dragged Green Bay and the way this nigga Cap ran for like almost 300 yards on him.
When cashews.
You understand what I'm saying? So that was the game of that playoffs. That's the game everybody remembers from that year's playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And this just happened to be that for us this year. But I solely and wholeheartedly believe the Bills would have won that game no matter who it was on the field against. That's just, I'm call me biased. But I think if we'd have got through New England first and then Kansas City second, we'd have had that magic for the rest of the playoffs, my nigga. Like there wouldn't have been. I don't think we would have been anything stopping us. I think if we, like I said, if we had like a reality check and we got sloppy championship game and had to like fend somebody a a late minute flash or whatever like that just to get to the game, I think that would have knocked us straight. We would have been more focused in the Super Bowl, no matter who it was, whether it was the Rams, whether it was the Bucks or whatever. Because we already showed we can hang with Brady anyway when it was full staff, and it had to go. We pushed it to overtime, being down 24 going into half. You know what I mean? So, nah. But anyway, and I know you feel the same way about your Niners. You know what I'm saying? Because McVay is food to y'all niggas every time y'all play niggas. Y'all toy with them like a cat does before the kill. You know what I'm saying? Just take it from them real violently, real quick. And
so the game itself, as far as Super Bowls go for the last couple of years, it was about on par. I don't think that overwhelming excitement from the game, I haven't really, and maybe it's just a little bit of hangover from that loss 2-3 seasons ago with San Fran. But it was just like the games just haven't been that exciting. Now, this one had a little bit of drama and had a little bit of intrigue. What everybody is kind of not talking about, but talking about, since we're going to talk about the game, has the chink in Jalen Ramsey's armor.
He has been looking very sus as of late. Yo, very sus as of lately. That's a story that I want to hear if that is that'll find the airwaves before the end of the week. But definitely, he's been trying him.
Jamar Chase and T. Higgins was eating this nigga's food.
That's a fact. I mean, T. Higgins got away with one. He got away with one, but
I reveled in it though. I was like, fuck that nigga. Grab that nigga. Cause he be doing dirty shit, bro.
Yeah, I know. He a savvy vet.
Like he got away with the hold.
Yeah, he did.
He got away with the hold.
He sure did.
And then they turned around and called the hold on Logan Wilson.
They sure did get away with that. He sure did get away with that he tugged. He tugged that shirt or whatever at the right time.
And it's a smart, as a former DB, it's a smart move. You know, you always want to the hand, because you know it's a ref behind you, so you always want to use the offhand Obash that's shielding, the body is shielding and do a light tug. So I appreciated the gamesmanship as far as with the light tug of the jersey. But like I said, later on in the game, Logan Wilson tug was even less slight, and yellow laundry was thrown on the field.
Yeah.
Which leads to the bigger argument 2 years in a row now, where the fans watching the game
at the home stadium
noticed the home field bias from being in their home stadium.
Yeah. You think them refs want to get batteries and shit thrown at them on the way out? Nigga, you crazy as hell.
It's LA. They weren't even paying attention to the field. They was watching Yeezy and fucking AB.
That's Fat LeBron and all them niggas. Yeah, that's a fact.
Fanning up his shit.
That's a fact.
Like, they was getting high off of Snoop smoking pregame, nigga.
That's
like,
during
before the halftime show. It's so much shit going on at the Super Bowl. And I feel like and they got a pretty decent sized stadium, so I don't know what the projected numbers were.
Top flight. That shit top flight.
Yeah, and I don't know what the projections were as far as, you know, the ticket sales, but I do know that their stadium seats well over 70.
Yeah, I think it was up to, I think they heard like 75,000 or something like that.
And then that's not including whatever they got for standing room.
For the standing room, right.
Old Jerry innovated that, was like, yeah, you're going to pay to get in this bitch just to stand up. Just to stand up.
That's it.
But
niggas be stampeding for them shits like them, like the Concourse just released, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas trying to get that first spot.
But then it's a social thing. So I feel like out of the 70,000 people that are there, only a third of them are really into the game. Like the rest of them is socializing.
They're there for the show. They're for the show.
And I can't fade it because them tickets is like 7,000.
Yeah.
per
Nigga,
seat.
I'm soaking in all of this ambiance right now, my nigga. All of
Right.
this.
Right.
That's a
Hey,
fact.
beer dude, I'm gonna need you to come down here and bring me that $20 burger.
Right.
Like, I need
And I
all
don't
that
even
shit,
eat
nigga.
beef, nigga.
You be
Word
buying
up.
that shit, giving it away to somebody. Like, look, I just want to say I bought this. So
I say, yeah, Zach, I'm gonna keep my receipt.
Here you
So hey, you can have this. Take care.
yeah.
But that definitely though, the game was a little underwhelming. Like you said, the drama was there because I feel bad for Odell, man. This nigga tore the same ACL, yo.
Right. Right.
And he was about
Against
to
the
go.
Bengals.
Yo,
Against the Bengals.
but the second time in a row. That's what I'm saying. He gonna hate playing them niggas if he bounce back from this shit again. For what it's worth, that nigga could sit down. He got his ring. You know what I'm saying? He made his name.
Mhm.
Earned a couple rookie records. You know?
He can stay number 99, although we share a birthday. You can sit the fuck down,
Nah,
nigga.
he ain't going
Like-
nowhere. This shit just getting good to him.
Look, Aaron Donald, you ain't got nothing else to prove.
Yeah, look at you. Look at you.
You ain't got nothing else to prove.
But but fam, I personally think that he should have got the MVP. Cause
Hell yeah.
he won the
Two
game.
plays.
When he grabbed Pyrene back from that first down attempt, and then we sacked Joe Burrow at the end, he won that game for him, yo.
So there's a video floating around the internet. I don't know how the validity of said video, but on that last play when Burrow flung the fucking football,
Jamar Chase had him cooked. He made him
Jamar
fall.
Chase,
Yeah, he made him fall. Made him fall. Yes. That would have been a heartbreak hotel moment right there.
all he had to do was throw it up.
That's it. Throw it up and let him run it down. That's it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He won that game for him, yo. Because if Donald didn't get in there and disrupt that shit and get that sack, we'd be having a different conversation. And that's why I posted right after that. You know, that's dope what the Bengals did and everything. You know, obviously I felt we were the better team. I think we would have been there if we met them in the championship game. But I would have been a little extra hateration if them niggas would have got one before us. And them niggas been the suckier franchise way longer than we have been, yo. Like,
They ain't been to the Super Bowl since Collinsworth played in the Super Bowl, bro.
and I remember that Super Bowl because that's when I was still a 49ers fan. When he hit that shit to John Taylor across the middle for that touchdown. Me and my sister, while we was watching, I was like, oh, shit, Joe Montana, oh, shit, ah. You know what I'm saying? Because I will go outside and I think I was John Taylor because I was tall and I had inline speed. But my other niggas, he had the cuts and he could like get in and out of shit and break, you know what I'm saying, and get around. So he could take that Jerry Rice role, nigga. I know if I just hit you with a and I get around you and they thought, nigga, I'm running everything down and you not catching me. You know what I'm saying? So that was my role. I was lit after that Super Bowl. But yeah, they ain't been back since then. And they ain't been relevant up until now for real. Like they had a quick run with Carson and Chad Ochocinco. And
They was alright with the red rifle, bro. They was alright.
nah, nigga, I didn't believe it. I believed in the Carson Palmer led Bengals more than I believed in Red Rifle any day. Give me a healthy Carson Palmer, Chad Ochocinco, and a Corey Dillon over and a TJ Houshmandzadeh. Nigga, I'll take them over a lot of teams, B.
But back then they couldn't stop a nosebleed on
At
defense,
all.
nigga.
I couldn't call anybody from defense. I don't remember who the only nigga I know that was on defense over there was
Dre Bly.
Was he on there?
Dre
Dre
Bly
Bly.
was there.
He came from Detroit. He went to Detroit or came from Detroit after that. I knew
He went to Detroit. He went to Detroit
after that. And wasn't there a Kirkpatrick on there or
Dre
Kirkpatrick was on there. And who was in the middle? Was that was when Takeo was Takeo before he came to the Bills. Spikes was in the middle.
Probably towards like the tail end because he did it like 2-3 years in Buffalo. Then he came to San Fran before Navarro took his shit.
Because Cincinnati was his first stop. Then he came to Buffalo. And then exactly, yeah. Yeah, because I remember No Neck Takeo. That nigga's neck was like a motherfucking. That shit went from his
Trapezes.
ears to his shoulders, nigga.
His trapezes was mean, bro.
That nigga was a trapezoid. Word up. But yeah, that was it. Like that's the last Bengals team that I will respect before this one. You know what I'm saying? And
Deservedly so. They had them out.
they had a squad. Like, and if you knew what they was doing on Madden, you could cause a lot of headaches when they was at peak formation. Cause a lot of headaches.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so you know, yo man, I'd have just been tight if them niggas would have got one before us, and we've been closer 4 times in a row, nigga, and we got the better team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd have been super tight. Like, we have a 2 or 3 year window where we have to get it, and then it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Then we gotta blow shit up and start over again and build again or whatever. But we got a 2 or 3 year window. I'm gonna say next 2 or 3 years. If we don't get one next 2 or 3 years, we gotta wait another cycle. You know, to come around.
Oh yeah, I mean, and that's indicative of football because, and the craziness, as soon as the game ended, guess who jumped out the gate with 13-2 odds for Super Bowl 57?
Fucking Kansas City. Already. Kansas City, and then Buffalo got 7-1 odds.
San Fran got 14-1, and then it was like a couple of them like 12-1. So here's the sneaky. Then so now we're in the off season. So now you're looking at what teams are thinking about doing. I've said it for probably half the year now. I think the Commanders are going to take Jimmy G off of the Niners' hands.
Commanders.
They saying the Bucks are aggressively looking
At
to try to
Russ.
acquire Deshaun.
Oh, Deshaun. Yeah, Deshaun. Yes, I heard about that too. Yes. Yeah, fuck him. Go out to the NFC all you want, nigga. I do not want to see this nigga in the playoffs, B. Deshaun is a special human being with a football in his hand.
Elusive, bro. Like,
I don't want to
not
see
even
him.
like speed, that pocket presence, bro. Like I've seen him,
And he's
a
tough.
magician back there.
But Jovi, overall, he's tough. You're not going to knock him out of the game, like, at all, if easily. He's tough.
Yeah. Like he's like, I had to fucking throw for 4,000 and 5,000 yards behind this line. Come on now.
Now wait,
Behind this
imagine
line?
if I get one. Now imagine if I get one. He's tough, yo. Like, yeah, y'all can have him. Please go to NFC. We gotta. AFC is getting stacked. Is stacked enough.
It's enough quarterbacks out there.
It's
dude.
enough.
Like,
It's enough quarterbacks.
It's enough quarterbacks to where we just named 3, and I could probably name 2 more, and none of that top 5 would be Lamar Jackson.
That's an argument. That's an if you present it the right way, that's an argument. And it's bad that we say that because I think that just because he was injured this year, he kind of fell out of favor. But still, a peak formation Lamar Jackson is better than 90% of the other quarterbacks that's out there, my nigga.
Facts. Just don't ask him to throw an out.
or to throw consistently in a row. He got to be in rhythm. There got to be some run shit. Then I throw. Then I go, fine. I got to go back to run. You know what I'm saying? That's how he rolls. And it's like, if you kind of figure out that pattern and disrupt it, he fucked up.
They did. They were like, okay, so 3rd down. What did teams start doing? Y'all exposed that
We
shit.
exposed
like
him
2
from the
years
playoffs
ago.
the other year. Absolutely.
Y'all was like, oh, you break the pocket? Whichever one of you motherfuckers is right here. Go get him.
Go get him. Just go. Just go. Just know
We'll
if he
take our
throws it
chances of
short.
him throwing to Mark Andrews.
That's it.
We'll
You
take
know,
our chances of him throwing to Mark Andrews.
that's what I'm saying. Or Trey, Mark Andrews is your job. Everybody else, just play a shell, nigga, because he's gonna end up throwing it short if he throws it on the run half the time. If he's not, running towards the throw, but if he's running away and trying to, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, that's the old Madden trick, nigga. You know what I mean? But definitely, like I said, but I'm not counting him out. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I want to see him succeed. I want him to get one. just because. But not at the cost of us or before we do. That's all I'm saying. We up next. We the next one up. That's all I'm saying. It's like that's just how I feel right now. It's just we up next. We up next. And I don't care. And honestly, I don't care who we see at this point because we already know. I'm not saying that the Patriots will roll over, but we know we can get them at this point. It's going to be a back and forth thing. It could be any given Sunday, but we know we're the better team right now over the Patriots. All right, depending on what they get in the offseason, depending on what we do in the offseason. But as constructed, we're the better team. All right? Then we go rest of the AFC. The only other quarterback that I'm really, or team that I'm really concerned about, obviously is still the Chiefs. Because we still haven't beat them when it counted. Mm-hmm. So those are the only two people who I'm really concerned about. And the only other team I'll be thinking about is the Broncos if Aaron Rodgers goes there. That's it. That's the only
Aaron
team.
Aaron ain't going nowhere. So here's my thought process. He's too arrogant to go somewhere where there's already an established quarterback legacy. He goes to Denver. He's in the Elway shadow until I think about all them years he spent behind Favre. All them years he spent chasing Favre. He's still, in a sense, chasing Favre because him and Favre have the same amount of Super Bowls.
But Favre got more records.
Got way more records. I mean, good and bad records. Yeah, way more records.
We talking about the good records though. The good records. He got more.
Yeah, the good ones. But I don't think Aaron's going to go somewhere where there's a hit.
Yo. Well, I don't want to leave him on the ugly face, so we're going to go to break, and we're going to see if this Super Bowl shit gets some play. We'll be right back.
It's the one and only D-O-double-G. Snoop Dogg. You know what happened with the D-R-E. Yeah. Y'all know what this is. So can y'all make some noise for my man Snoop Dogg? Come on, louder, y'all, louder. Chopped off by the mall, yeah, I'm burning it up. DPGC, go ahead and turn it on up. CPT, LBC, yeah, we hook it back up. And when they bang this in the club, they beat you got to get up. Thug homies, drug homies, yeah, they giving it up. Low life, your life, boy, we giving it up. Taking chances while we dancing in the party for show. Slip my girl up 44 and she crept in the back door. These chickens looking at me strange, but you know I don't care. Step up in this mother, just a swing in my hair. Trick, quit talking, grip walk if you down with the shit. Take a bullet with some and take this dope on this jet. Out of town, put it down for the father of rap. And if you haven't took it crack, shut your trap. Come back, get back, that's the part of success. If you believe in the S, you'll be relieving your stress. It's the one and only D.R.E. Dr. Dre, you little busters. You know I'm riding with the D.O.double-G. West Coast, make some noise. Come on, put your hands in the air. Everybody put your hands in the air. Come on, everybody put your hands in the air. Put your hands way up in the air. Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West. A state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track is your eardrum like a slug to your chest. Pack a vest for your Jimmy in the city you say. We in that sunshine state where the bomb ass can be. A place where you never find a dead flow empty. And pimps be on a mission for them greens. Lean, mean, money making machines, serving things. I've been in the game for 30 years making rap songs. Ever since Honeys was wearing Sassoon, now it's 22. They clock me, watch me, diamond shining, looking like I'm Rob Liberace. It's all good from Diego to the Bay. Your city is the palm if your city get paid. So throw up a finger if you feel the same way. Straight play with down the California, hey. Go shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip a party like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give up, it's not your birthday. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Mama, I got what you need if you need to feel above. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug, you into getting rough. When I pull up out front, see the being so good. When I roll 20 deep, always drama in the club. Yeah, they heard up with Drake, now they wanna show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed, hold down, jeez. I see exhibit in the cut, it man, roll up trees. If you watch how I move, you mistake it for a player up here. I've been hit with a few shells, but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in LA, they saying 50, you hot. I like me, I want them to love me like they love me. But I in New York, the show, they tell you I'm low. And the plan is to put the rap game in the choke, I'm pulling focus, man. My money on my mind, got a meal on the deal, and I'm still on the grind. That's all said, she feeling my style, she feeling my girls are with it, they buy it, they're ready to go. Okay, look, bottle full of bug, mama, I got what you need if you need to feel a buzz. I'm in the having sex, I ain't into making love, so come give me a hug, if you into getting love, you can find me in the club.
Back, chilling live from all Save James Jovi P. Back for y'all, man. I was just about up. We're going to close this bitch out. But before we do, so now you know I have a hard time watching First Take. My viewership frequency has gone down significantly because I have a hard time watching a prominent man, a prominent human being that looks like me, but doesn't echo the same sentiments of the community that bred him. And that's just my opinion, and that's my interpretation of how he allows himself to be used and pimped and puppeteered to deliver narratives that are so far left, sometimes, not all the times, but very far left of what the actual pulse of the community is really hitting for. Very step and fetch it like, you know, with Stephen, with the brother Stephen A. Smith. It's disheartening to just see how this came about gradually. Like I felt like I was lied to all these years. Like this was really who you are, and you needed to get to a social plateau in order to be able to allow that to flow freely and everything. So, you know, hey, get your money, black man. I ain't never gonna front on you about that. Get that bag, fam. But saying that to say this nigga's list of greatest Super Bowl performances is disrespectful. The fact this nigga has a top 5 list and this nigga had Prince at number 5, like
What?
Jovi, all I'm gonna say, how much more epic can it be to sing Purple Rain in Purple Rain? Like,
Right.
it doesn't get any better than that unless Michael Jackson performed Thriller and real zombies exhumed themselves from graves and joined in a choreographed dance routine. There is no better setup. There is no better performance. I think an artist named Prince that is not mostly famous, but generally is synonymous with Purple Rain, to play that song while there's purple rain falling around him on stage. No props, no setups, no fake shit, and something went wrong amps blew and we couldn't finish the song. This was divinely ordered for that to happen for him at some point in his life. Whether it happened before, I don't know. But the fact that I was able to witness a phenomenon such as that's as random as you can make it. But it was divinely orchestrated for that to happen, for people to see. And for you to rank that at the bottom of your rankings of 1 through 5 said it all. And you know what was number 1? Coldplay, Bruno Mars, and Beyonce. That was his number.
Beyonce was the footnote, of course.
Yes, she was a token. Coldplay, Bruno Mars, and Beyonce. Now, again, I have nothing against their artistry. I played all of their music at functions at some point in my DJ career. But there's no fucking way you're going to sit up here and tell me that, first of all, that performance was better than Michael Jackson's performance at the 93 Super Bowl. He had that ranked number 3. And he had Bruno Mars in there twice. Exactly. Need I say more?
Yo, we need to.
Need I say more?
Really orchestrate a race trade at this point, bro.
Need I say more?
We need to go find the great David Chappelle, and we need to do a 2022 race draft.
Need I say more?
And just trade off like who's the like Stephen A.
Jason Whitlock.
Yeah, I was about to say Whitlock. Who else can we? Who else can we trade off? Like Candace earned her keep. Like
Candace, she definitely had a strong comeback.
Yes.
She had a very strong comeback because I wrote her off early in the game. I'm washing my hands with this broad. She does not represent.
She is a dunzo. Like,
yo, da-dun nigga. Yo, you can have that. But she bounced back pretty fucking strong. And I'm not mad at the show of character that she presented for the people. I'm not mad.
You know what, say? Kudos to us for our growth. Because just a year or two ago,
nigga, we was hot fire and brimstone on this bitch, nigga. We dumping everything we can on her.
Get her ass out of here.
Get her 86 this broad.
Well, man, Nino say cancel this bitch.
Cancel this bitch, nigga. Hey, baby, you so mad at me? Well, fuck you then. Yo, yeah, like, yo, man, the thing is like we said, when we deal with facts, certain shit you just can't argue. So, hey, good for her. You know, like I said, stick-to-itiveness. And like you said, I respect our maturity for our unprofessional journalism that we display on here.
Oh, if they can hear this shit on Blog Talk.
Man, please. You want to know where the rest of you motherfuckers at? Like, no, we still the same niggas. You just, you know, the belt's a little tighter on YouTube. Belt's...
The racier one isn't even here today. So, because he say some shit, and I just be like,
cringe-worthy.
You said that.
Cringe-worthy a lot of times.
Loud.
Yeah, cringe-worthy.
Out your mouth.
Yeah, man. But yo, so where's that ranking halftime show? We're gonna get out of that. Get out of here on that.
It was a good moment to pay homage to. I really feel like it was an homage to Dre. Like, it was...
Nigga, I didn't know Family Affair was Dre's song. And then when I heard, I said, it all makes sense. Dre's a bad motherfucker, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's a bad motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Give him credit where credit is due. Absolutely.
I say that. You seen the meme when it was like Jay-Z rapping along to the song that he wrote for both of these niggas?
Right.
Yeah, go. La-da-da-da. Thinking about all that cash he made
Right,
off that
nigga.
shit.
Like, so about that, niggas was mad at Jay-Z when he took the seat with the NFL early on in the game. Do they still have a leg to stand on, or do they need to shut the fuck up and be happy, you know, and just in one or two things? Either shut the fuck up and just let shit happen the way it's going to, or shut the fuck up and just appreciate the fact that niggas can't do nothing popping without hip hop, without us. That's just what I'm marveling. Like, I look at a lot of the unwritten messages that's behind shit. Like, nothing pops, nothing is successful. Even if Eminem was the biggest draw, guess through what vehicle he had his draw with?
Hip hop.
It wasn't rock, which they stole. It wasn't country. Wasn't metal, wasn't alternative, wasn't grunge, wasn't bluegrass. It was hip hop. So even if he was the biggest draw, the avenue he chose to draw those people in, he's a visitor in that house. And he knows it. But he plays his part. Respectfully, he plays his part respectfully.
A very worthy concierge.
He like I said, and I seen enough of niggas talk about why we was inviting other ethnicities to our cookouts. What they ever invite us to, man, whatever. He's a cool ass white boy. He can come to my house anytime, my nigga.
Grew up poorer than most of these fucking people that judge him.
Just as if not poorer.
Mm-hmm.
So poverty is a universal language, my nigga.
Facts.
Just how you experience it is up to the individual to interpret. But poverty is a universal language, nigga. If the area that you live in is targeted to be run down, you have no choice in the situation if you're born into that.
So, you know, before we go away, I am going to say this. Those threes, they're fucking disgusting. They're hideous. And I see nobody with no fucking Slim Shady threes.
Yeah. You know some stands is gonna go find them shits online. You know they was scouring the net that night trying to find them shits. Yeah, I ain't with that shit either. Yeah, I ain't. Now, what's your take on the kneeling shit? Was that an ode to Cap, or, you know, I've heard different stories that it wasn't, and that, you know, was, or.
So I don't think it was me personally, I don't think it was an ode to Cap. I think it was more so him just showing that, you know, he's down. Like, he's always been down. I think he's been kind of on that stage is to show, like, you know, because a couple people, you know, the non-melanated type, they were saying, oh, he was kneeling because they were playing Tupac. He wasn't kneeling
because of that shit. Yeah, you know, it's deflection, baby. Misdirection is everything. Misdirection is everything.
I say he did it while everybody else was up there. So it was like, oh, y'all would have got mad if the niggas would have kneeled.
Oh, absolutely. But if the other four performers did that shit at the same time as him, oh, it'd have been hell of a Harlem, nigga. It'd have been all the way over.
But now he did it. And the backlash wasn't, at least we're on the other side of the prism, so we don't know what, you know, white America or Latin America or Asian America, we don't know what their view through the prism is in regards to what he did.
Right.
As far as we're concerned, it's not something that we're surprised by, because he's been very vocal about our issues,
Yeah, his and
and
his
that
and
which
his support to it.
further incenses the masses that love and buy his music. He told them straight up, "You don't like what I do? Stop buying my fucking music."
Stop buying
Like,
shit.
yeah, like I'm gonna keep doing what I want to do. Like I identify with these people. You know, shit. Dre made me a fucking millionaire. What I look like,
Exactly. What I owe shit. I owe this nigga, man. Fuck you mean?
yeah, and he paid it back. And guess what? Now
Yep.
Curtis speaks highly of Marshall because he did the same thing. He reached
Ooh.
back and
I wonder if so you remember Snoop apologized about shit he said about Marshall, right?
he did.
Okay, all right. Because I'm about to
He
say,
did.
I wonder how that awkward meeting could have went.
If I was Eminem, I wouldn't get hung up with a nigga who was only an above average lyricist. People
Yeah.
give Snoop way because he's mainstream. He done crossed over and he's so popular. You got to think about it. He didn't cross over until he started doing them perverted ass Girls Gone Wild shit.
Yeah, right.
So let's start there.
Yes, and that Uncle
Let's
Jeffrey
start there.
shit. Yeah.
So like let's really look at who the audience or who the
Right.
speaker to this audience is.
Right.
So and again, maybe that shit just hit different on the left coast. But east of the Mississippi, I ain't never been in nobody car after 1996. And they said put that fucking Snoop Dogg on.
That is accurate. That's accurate. Because the only shit I got from Snoop is old shit.
Old shit.
Ain't that
That's
some-
old shit.
The newest shit I got from Snoop would be off the Wash soundtrack. That's the Boulevard. Because that's my shit.
The newest thing that I heard from Snoop is on that ETA track he got with Busta. And Busta did what he normally does. He was like, "Oh, y'all niggas is on this song." It'd be fucked up if a nigga like just shitted all over y'all on this song.
Right. Yeah. Didn't Snoop do the hook on that
I'm gonna be the one
song?
doing the shitting. You said who?
Snoop did the hook on that song, right?
Yeah, and he had a little weak ass little 8.
Yeah, 8 bar shit. Yeah, that's right.
And then they did like they tried to do the 2 and P no Bosh. We need to find a better term, like the Styles and Ghosts. Like I need to find another way to.
We just call like the 1-2 combo, like the back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was doing that shit with Bust. That's right.
Yeah.
Talking about the fiends started giving me so much I had to start thanking them. And niggas tried to start stealing my dope, I had spanking them. I remember, I know that shit. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Snoop always just been. You could listen to Snoop.
He's mid.
You can listen to him no matter what he's on. He doesn't. It's not taken away from the. I think that's where he found his place. He's not taken away from the track.
He's not adding much. But
he's not like when Baby gets on there, like, why this nigga gotta be on this shit with the dopest beats? Why you gotta, because this beat is dope and niggas gonna listen to it. You gotta go first to get to.
Let's be clear. You talking about Birdman, right?
Birdman, yeah.
Okay. If I say it's a bunch of no Bosh, it's a bunch of babies.
Nah,
out here.
I'm talking about Birdman. Like, why this nigga gotta be on all the dopest shit first, just so everybody can listen to him before Wayne or somebody else comes along.
Nigga, speaking of Baby, the Baby had the illest 72 hours. You beat the nigga ass who was popping shit when you put your baby mama out. You and your boys stomped this nigga out in a bowling alley on a lane. Like, you whooped the nigga, y'all whooped on a nigga on a bowling lane. Y'all jumped them. Y'all don't get much credit for that shit.
Right.
But you go from there, you do a pretty decent LA Leakers freestyle, and then you're still out and about for the fucking Super Bowl.
It's the life of a rock star, man. What can you say?
But I don't know if you were privy to the conversation that Balco told us. We're gonna lean into this topic.
I didn't read the commentary. I was doing something when I saw your tip. I was like, I had to read the shit, and I never read it.
It was agent talk.
It was what?
You know, it was agent talk. Like,
okay.
you know,
oh yeah, got it.
Paperwork.
Got it.
People who got federal paperwork.
Right. Okay.
He was on it. So you like, whoa, this nigga never gets in trouble.
But you know what though? I'm finding out a lot of niggas cooperate in order to get that leash extended to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's starting to seem like, you know, they talking about all these ops and shit like that or whatever. Like, a lot of niggas is jammed up in that shit because of they trying to keep their freedom and keep their career. So,
shit, the game, whack ass brother Whack about to start. He managing Snitch 9.
Anyway, yo, we gotta go. Getting fucked up right now. So, we'll see y'all on Wednesday, God willing. We're trying to have CNR recipes. Got new health juice on the markets for you guys to check out. So we're gonna try to get him on the show to give us more insight on that. But other than that, we're gonna go out on the Queen, her performance, and we see y'all next go around. All right, peace.
Let's get it crunk on that bumble in this dancery. Jump up and you're floating, so you got to dance with me. Come on, everybody, get on down, 'cause you know we got to get it crunk. Mary Jane's in the spot tonight, and I'm gonna step inside, jump on the floor. Let's get it crunk on that bumble in this dancery. Got your open, baby, so you got to dance with me. Don't need no hateration, operation in this dancery. Let's get it percolate while you're waiting, so just dance for me. Don't need no haters. Broken heart again, another lesson learned. You better know your friends, or else you will get burned. Gotta count on me, 'cause I can guarantee that I'll be fine. No more pain, y'all. No more days messing with my mind. No more, no more, no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. I'm tired of all this drama. Go ahead, you demons get up out my face. Go get out my mind. I'm about to lose my drama. No more, no more, no more. I need a peace of mind, peace of mind. No. All's my life I has to fight. All's my life I. Hard times like bad trips like Nazareth, I'm on one, you on one. God got us, we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel it? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel it? We gon' be alright. And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay stub. But I'm a sucker looking at you from the face down. Make a left and leave it boom with the bass down. Scheming, let me tell you about my life. Painkillers only put me in
mama, I love her with this book. I'm in my Chevy. Tell them all to come and get me. Reaping everything I sold. Call me, come and have it. No preliminary year in my record. Tell them I'm a tasting, selling for the record. Tell the world I think I'm great. Trying to side my vices all day. Won't you please believe it now? Won't you please believe it now? When you know we've been hurt down before. When the pride was low, looking at the world like where do we go? And we ain't wanna kill a dead in the street for show. I'm at the preacher door, knees getting weak, cut my flow. We gon' be on, 35.